All right, fourth graders, let's do page 2. So the first question on page 2 is question number 5. It's talking about a snake. That snake is 2 yards long, and they want to know how many inches that is. So I have 2 yards, and I have to convert it to inches. So I have to think, how many inches is in 1 yard? I know that answer is 36. I've got my chart over here to double check myself. So 1 yard is 36 inches, okay? But I have 2. Can you see that? But I have 2. So I have not 1 yard, but 2 yards. So I have another yard I'm going to add here, and then 36 inches. So 36 plus 36, or 36 times 2. 6 times 2, 12. I have 2 ones. So I'm going to carry the 10, that is part of 12, to here. 3 times 2 is 6. I add my 10, 7. The answer is 72, don't forget your units, inches. Okay? That is question number 5. Question number 6 is all about perimeter. We have 2 friends. I don't know if they're friends or not, but 2 folks. One is Frank. Frank's pool is 7 feet by 3 feet. And down here I have Beth's pool. Beth's pool is 10 feet by 4 feet. It's asking me which statement is true. What can I say for sure that is true? The only way to figure this out, kiddos, is to figure out the perimeter for both. So I know if this is 7 feet, this is 7 feet. If this is 3 feet, this is 3 feet. I'm just going to add them all together. 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3 is equal to 10 plus 10 is equal to 20 feet. So the perimeter of Frank's pool, 20 feet. Perimeter of Beth's pool. I'm going to try a different strategy. I know if 10 is here, 10 is here. So I'm going to do 10 times 2. If 4 is here, 4 is here. Plus 4 times 2. And I get 20 plus 8. I get 28 feet. So Beth's pool is 28 feet. Frank's pool is 20 feet. Then I have to read my questions or my statements. It says Frank's pool has a greater area. Oh, sugar. Is it about area? Oh, sugar. You have to solve for both. Beth's pool has a greater perimeter than Frank's pool. Is that true? It actually is. So that works out. That one is B. But it does also ask about area. If I wanted to figure out the area, the space on the inside of the pool, you know, where all the water is, I would have to multiply the length times the width. 7 times 3 is 21 feet squared. That is the area for Frank's pool. The area for Beth's pool is 10 times 4, length times the width, and I get 40 feet squared. Remember, we say squared because really we're counting all those little boxes that we can't see, that grid inside. Oh my goodness, I'm doing a video and Olu needs what? What do you need, bud? I'm working. What? Go eat lunch, buddy. Okay, here we go. So, area is 21 feet. Area here is 40 feet. Do any of these apply? Frank's pool has a greater area than Beth's. Well, 21 is not greater than 40, so that's not true. We already decided the answer actually is B, but let's just double, triple check. Both pools have the same area. 21 feet squared is not equal to 40 feet squared, so that is not true. And D is none of the above. That's also not true because we already found out that B was the right answer. Okay, moving right along. Number 7 should be easy for us. They want us to show them some ways that we could figure out perimeter. Mary's garden, I'm going to draw it. That always helps me get a little visual. Mary's garden is 8 feet by 5 feet. So A says 2 plus 8 plus 5. There's not even a 2 on here. So I know that's crazy pants. 2 plus 8 plus 5? That's not helpful. I know it can't be A. B, is 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. Now wait a minute. I have 8 and 8. Add them together. Here I have 8 and 8. Then I have 5 and 5. Add them together, 5 and 5. This is going to work. All I've done is added up all my sides. So that will work. That was B. C is interesting. 2 times 8 plus 5. So 8 plus 5 is here and here. 2 times it makes sense because I also need to add here and here. So I do 8 plus 5, but I have to times it by 2. 2 times 8 plus 5 because I have to do this part, but I also have to do over here. I have to add up all the sides. They're using a little multiplication, do a little bit faster. I like that idea. The last one says 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is the length times the width, so it's the area. So can't use it to find perimeter. Okay? So we have here B and C where your choice is. We either add up all the sides, just simply add them up, or you can add 2 sides together and multiply by 2. We know lots of strategies for finding perimeter. Last one on this page. The area of a bedroom, so a room with a bed in it like you have at home. The area, all the space in the middle where you have carpet or hardwood, that space is 96 square feet. So that's the area. The width of the room is 8 feet. How long is the room? So we know that the width is the shorter side. So if the width is 8 feet, they want to know this side here. How long is it? I multiply to get area. To get this number, 96, I multiply this times this. So in order to find the length of this side, I have to do the opposite operation, which is division. So I have to do 96, let's see where she put it over here, 96 divided by 8. First I think 8 can go into 9. How many times without going over? 1 time. 1 times 8 is 8. I'm now on subtraction. I'm serving it up. I have a 1, and now I have to do my check. This number 1 is less than 8, so this makes sense so far. I bring down my 6. 8 goes into 16 2 times without going over. 8 times 2 is 16. So I can write 2 up here. I multiply over. 8 times 2 is 16. I subtract. I get 0. I have no remainder. Thank God. And so this side is 12 feet. So 8 feet times 12 feet gives me an area of 96 feet squared. Okay, so that was the last one on this page. That was number 8. Awesome.